Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Shopline Masterclass, where we talk about tips for your e-commerce business. And today we're going to talk about how you can build a loyal community that converts and advocates for your brand. So today for our speakers, there's going to be me, myself. So I'm Tim, I'm head of content, and I'm here with Aellie, who's the onboarding team lead for Shopline. So if you guys don't know what Shopline is one of Asia's biggest smart commerce platforms. So we offer solutions and services in e-commerce, social commerce, and point of sales. So our job is to empower our merchants for them to succeed everywhere and anywhere. We prioritize, delivering an omnichannel experience for our merchants so they can grow and achieve local and international success. So since 2019, Shopline Singapore has helped over 500 merchants set up their online stores. And we work with a lot of brands like Lush, Hardy Hardy, Miniso, etc. And for our agenda today, we're going to be talking about why branding is important for an e-commerce business and why e-commerce and what is e-commerce marketing. So a lot of people don't know how to do e-commerce marketing, and I think that's very important for you to grow your brand, for you to be able to build that loyal community. And the last thing we're going to talk about is how Shopline can help you do that and what kind of solutions we bring onto the table for your business. So I'm going to pass it over to Aellie for her to present the first part of our masterclass.
Hi, thanks, Tim. So a lot of us ask the question, right? Why is branding so important for an e-commerce business? Well, there are three things why this is very important for you. Firstly, it creates competitive edges. So you look at the screen that we have currently, you see a few articles all talking about how in China, there are multiple copycats of Apple for a product. So for the exact same product, there are multiple merchants, multiple competitors who are trying to create the exact same product that Apple has. However, you notice that in China, recently, Apple has also clocked the highest amount of sales, being their market leader and solidifying their lead in the China market. So why is this so? When the product is exactly the same, but in a situation where the prices can be much, much lower than Apple's products, Apple still takes the lead in market share within China. The reason for this is because of Apple's lead in their brand building. The brand Apple is synonymous with innovation, with being the leading market player in terms of all smart gadgets. So when it comes down to that, Apple's brand gave them this competitive edge above a lot of their other competitors who are simply mimicking the products. The next reason why branding is so important is because it provides recognition of the brand itself. Simply seeing all of these logos, you will be able to at least know 80 to 90% of what these logos are and what their brand means to consumers. If a customer is able to recall or recognize your brand much more easily, a lot of times you will realize that you have greater customer loyalty and also you will have more repeat purchases. The chances of your customers referring to the next customer would then increase as well. And that brings us to the last part. Branding creates a lot more loyal customers for you. A lot of times, these brand loyal customers believe that a certain brand represents both higher quality, better service than any of the other competitors out there. And to them, sometimes price doesn't matter. But of course, if your brand is synonymous with providing value for money products, then of course, price does matter in those cases. But for brands that are more targeted towards a certain group of consumers, if you're targeting premium customers, or if you're having a higher value proposition of having higher quality products, that's when price does not matter to your brand loyal consumers. And of course, brand loyal consumers might take fewer total purchases, but a lot of times the profit margins on each purchase can be much, much higher. Next up, I'll pass on the time to Tim to run you through what is e-commerce marketing.
Okay, thanks, Aellie. So e-commerce marketing is basically the practice of you using promotional tactics to turn your traffic into converting customers and retaining those customers so they'll come back time and time and again. So I've split up marketing into 4 big sectors here. Of course, there's more, but these are the most commonly used in e-commerce. So there's on-site, which is you're converting a customer that's already on your website through promotions and other methods. And offsite marketing is where you're driving traffic into your website, whether that be from social media or email marketing or any other places. You're putting all these traffic into your website. And of course, there's SEM, search engine marketing. So that's basically where you place ads and you increase your website visibility through search engine results. And the last one is SEO, where you try to use keywords and use the right alt text for your website to grow organically, your website traffic to grow organically, that is. And for the next slide, I've actually built a chart out for you to see which method is good for your business right now. So if we were to split these four into free, paid, short-term, and long-term, you can use this chart. So free and short-term marketing initiatives you should do is definitely on-site because they're already on your website. So all you have to do is push them a little for them to convert into your customers. So you can do that by giving them promos, upselling them. That's also a good way for you to convert customers that are already on your website. And long-term and free initiatives is SEO. So SEO is something that you have to build from the ground up. It takes a lot of time for, Google or other search engines to crawl your website, for them to learn your website, for them to read your website, and then for your ranking to go higher. So it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of initiatives. It takes a lot of different ways for you to do it. So you can do it with keywords. You can do it with external links. You can do it with your blog websites, with FAQs. There's a lot of ways to do it. It just depends on how you want to do it. And this is a really big topic. And it's something we'll cover in the future masterclasses. And if you want to build traffic fast, short term, and you want to throw some money in, of course, advertising is very easy to do. You can do it with Facebook ads. You can do it with Google ads. But it's very tricky. So you really have to learn the basics for you to be able to optimize your ads for you to find success in that area. And the last one is offsite marketing. It can be paid, but it can also be free at the same time. It really depends on your branding and how people want to work with you. So the easiest way to do offsite marketing, of course, is with email marketing, right? People are on your website and they don't want to buy, but they subscribe to your email. And then you can use triggers and you can use multiple touch points to touch them and to see if they'll convert with you in the future. And of course, there are a lot of other methods for offsite, like you can build external links. This is also an SEO, but also an offsite initiative, right? You talk to other websites and you build links for them to link back to your website. And of course, paid advertisements are also offsite, but also you can also have a buy button where you can place into other websites and then for them to feature your products and they'll link back to your website in the end. And then for the other marketing initiatives, these are bigger topics and they require more skill for you to do. And I think we should talk about them in other masterclasses. For example, like I said, SEO is a very broad topic that we can't cover, in 5 to 10 minutes. So this will have to be of another topic. SEM and ads as well is also it's very hard to master. So we will need a guru to talk about this. And affiliate and influencer marketing, there are also new marketing initiatives that e-commerce businesses start to use. It's very tricky and it's very hard to control how these initiatives, how you measure success in these two areas. But these are all something that we should tackle later in other masterclasses. And I'm going to pass it on to Aellie for what solutions can Shopline give.
Thanks, Tim. So when it comes down to Shopline solutions, the first one is definitely to offer an omnichannel solution. A lot of times, a lot of people would misunderstand omnichannel for multi-channel solution. The difference is that all channels are made available to the consumer, and of course, all of these channels are interlinked. That is the benefit of having omni-channel solution because all of your channels are interlinked in one. A lot of merchants right now, what they're practicing is what we call multi-channel solution, in which they have individual platforms, separate operating systems for their store, for their social media, for their web, and for their mobile. What then it becomes is that these need to be operated across different platforms. It spreads out the time merchants require to update each platform individually. By having an omni-channel solution, you're having a system that allows you to feed the customer through all of these channels at once. So maybe let me just take it a little bit further to explain what are some of the other sales channels that a lot of time our merchants have not been able to tap on, or other merchants have not been able to tap on. So live selling is one sales channel that right now is on the rise. A lot of people have been seen to do live streaming, And a lot of times they use third-party platforms that are outside of their POS or even their own e-commerce platform to manage inventory, to manage their order, to manage their customer base. And the key data here that you want to be capturing when it comes down to an omni-channel solution is to fully capture and fully understand your customer and customer data. And you want to make sure that this customer data sticks to you across all possible touch points, be it your retail outlets, be it your live streaming channels, your message channels, your Facebook, Instagram channels, and even down to your e-commerce shopping channels. So over here, we have live streaming as a possible sales channel, message center, which is a very good way to engage customers who are already checking in with you, asking about products, asking about your services, asking about your locations, etc. These are great touch points to actually communicate with your customers and maybe to upsell them, to introduce to them products that maybe they could be interested in, or share with them promotions or upcoming things that might be of interest to them. Chatbots are also a very easy to use way to streamline your customer service performances. You can use chatbots to either recommend products, best-selling products to your customers, or you can use chatbots to quickly facilitate and answer consumer questions. For example, what are your return policies, your shipping policies, where can I find information on X, Y, Z, or some of your frequently asked questions. Post sales is something very unique and very new, whereby you can generate sales simply from the post you post onto Facebook or Instagram. Live streaming, such a new and innovative sales channel that has seen a huge boom, especially across the pandemic period, is very, very popular nowadays. In fact, we've seen huge GMV potential, revenue sales potential coming in simply from live streaming alone. And this is a very easy to use way for consumers. Consumers simply log in into your Facebook or Instagram live, they comment on the particular product they're interested in, and immediately a link is sent to them to a checkout page that's consolidated all of their orders for them to seamlessly check out on your website. And if they have been a loyal customer, you do have your customer information. That's when the membership reward programs can kick in, and that's when they get to enjoy the benefits of your e-commerce membership systems and levels and tiers on their live streaming purchases. Message Center is great because it integrates with Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and even your WhatsApp and Telegram message channels. So over here, you will be able to continuously track your customers across the different message touch points that they have with you. You'll be able to send them links that contains products for them to check out immediately. So a link that leads up to the checkout page. You can also understand what are some of the past orders that they have with you. Their entire order transaction history that they have done with you will be kept in the system as well. So anytime a customer message in, you'll be able to track and locate and know what was the past conversation, past order statuses, and even membership data that you have with them. Chatbots, like I mentioned, allows you to share frequently asked questions very quickly to shorten the customer service cycle. Post sales, this new and innovative feature allows you to utilize a lot of your posts to generate sales. So here's actually a case study on how these features can actually help you shorten your sales cycle. Right now on the screen, you'll see a case study for what we call Facebook Shop. For some of our merchants may be familiar with this feature and some of you might not. So just to give a very quick overview is like how on Instagram or Facebook, you can tag your friends. Right now, you can tag products on your individual Facebook or Instagram posts. When you tag a product onto your Instagram or Facebook post, customers can actually be led to your product page to understand more about the product before they make a sale and transaction on your website. So this actually connects your Facebook and Instagram social postings to your website for better conversion. For the post sale feature that we mentioned earlier, simply from a single comment from your customer, the items can be instantly added to their cart. Through the link, they can easily check out on your webpage again. So as compared to the previous version of Facebook Shop, IG Shop, whereby you can tag posts with your products, which is a 5-step process, in a post-sale situation, you're effectively shortening it down to a 3-step process. Comment, click, and check out. In this case, you want to enhance consumers' checkout experience with both situations, because in the customer discovery channel, there might be new customers who are new to your product. They want to understand a little bit more. So FB IG Shop will definitely help a lot in your product discovery process, whereas the post sales would be very effective for customers who are already aware of your brand, aware of your products, and they are ready to purchase. They're just waiting for maybe a sale or a shout out on a new product launch. So you might want to implement both to actually fully enhance the customer checkout experience. So this is how we can connect Facebook live streaming all the way down to your e-commerce website. Increasing consumer interaction is something that you guys will also want to bear in mind. Message Center comes in very, very nifty here, because you'll be able to remember customer profile details, past orders, as well as chat history together. All in all, for an omni-channel solution, you want to be able to connect multiple touch points with your customer together, so that fundamentally, customer information and data is remembered across all possible checkpoints and touch points, so that you can constantly engage, re-engage, and make your customers feel like they are remembered and a valued customer to your brand. This brings us to the next point. By having so many touch points and making your customers feel valued and remembered, you're actually creating loyal customers. They usually will share a strong relationship with one to a few brands and can be really strong advocates for them. And of course, they want to be updated on the latest offerings, the latest releases, the latest promotions, latest events that you guys hold. And they really, this group is especially important for merchants who are selling higher ticket value items, and that can be easily differentiated by a brand's unique selling proposition. So for loyal customers, you will want to actually develop a membership program, which we have. So if through our system, you can set up an extensive membership program for better retention and can allow customers to refer new customers into your website and into your service. You should also provide good customer support to retain these customers. So that is when the omni-channel solution really kicks in, because it makes them feel remembered, you build a rapport, and it makes them feel that you as a brand is a reliable shopping destination. Affiliate marketing is also very essential in building a loyal customer. You can actually tap on our affiliate apps to actually reach out to more loyal customers through influencers, because a lot of times influencers can help you broaden or widen your reach, and then you'll be able to get in fans of theirs to become fans of yours. You should also do continuous outreach with your customers through email marketing to make them feel like you are targeting them and constantly engaging them with latest promotions, latest product offers, so that they see a value in subscribing and being contacted by you. Previously, Tim did also mention about affiliate marketing. So how does affiliate marketing really work? An affiliate could be an influencer, a KOL, who actually puts a post, a video, or even an article on their website, their social media, with a link that leads to your website for customers to purchase from you directly. Customers can click on the link and purchase from your website directly. And of course, all of these links and conversions are tracked, and the affiliate will get a commission from the sale. To do so, you can actually do two ways. You can recruit your own affiliates. You can set up a page using our affiliate marketing app to recruit for your own influencers and affiliates. Here, you can set, the good thing is that you can set your own terms. You can set the commission that you want to impose on to your affiliates. But the downside is that you will need to run your own advertising on this recruitment page to widen your reach, because for a page that sits on your web page alone, that has very limited reach, and you probably wouldn't be able to reach out to a lot of influencers. On the other hand, you can also tap on existing networks, affiliate networks that have a bunch of influencers on there. The downside is that it might be restrictive in terms of the commission terms that you can set. And a lot of times, these platforms, marketplaces, will also take a little bit of commission as well on top of the affiliate commission. So these are the two ways you can think about starting your own affiliate marketing. To end off this section on how you can develop your own brand through creating an omni-channel solution, have building your own brand, building your own loyal customer, we would like to share about Love Bonito on how they have done a great work at creating a masterful brand behind their business. So for Love Bonito, they do have a very comprehensive membership program, which you can also set up with Shopline's membership applications. So over here, they have set different membership tiers for their customers, and they created a special web page that displays all of the relevant information, how you can become a member, what are their individual benefits on their web page alone. For influencer marketing and UGCs being user-generated content, you see that they reach out to tons of influencers to share about how they can style Love Bonito outfits, how they look like in Love Bonito apparel. So a lot of times, these very lifestyle content can actually generate a greater following than the brand posting on their own, because a lot of times, users on the internet, they always believe that influencers generate more authentic reviews and content as compared to the brand themselves. They also have a very extensive FAQ section to resolve any customer support queries, and they do have a customer support channel whereby you can reach out via Facebook to contact them. They also do send out very frequent emails to reach out to their fans and share certain promotions, product launches, or product features of the week. So that comes to the end of my presentation. I'll pass the time on to Tim again to conclude.
Thank you, Aellie, for sharing. It's been a very informative session. Thank you for being here once again. And I think you brought a lot of valuable insight, to how to do correct branding and build your e-commerce business, because, branding is important, building your own community is important, and having an omni-channel approach is the most important thing right now, because, after COVID, people are not just buying offline, but, they're buying online, they're buying in marketplaces, they're buying on social media. So consumer behavior has definitely changed, and I think your business also has to catch up to what's happening with the changes that's happening right now. So to learn more about our approved packages, or whether Shopline is the right e-commerce platform for your business, you may request a one-to-one detailed demo on Shopline and find out how we can help you on your e-commerce journey, social commerce journey, or even if you need a post solution. So one of our consultants will be in touch with you after the end of this webinar to learn more about your business. With all that being said, thank you again, and we look forward to seeing your online success. Thank you.